Hi, it's Tegan. Okay, so today I am going to be doing something fun, and I am going to be talking about some of my favorite TV shows of all time. Now, I'm going to put a little disclaimer out here now. I have probably forgotten quite a few of the TV shows that I love watching. I just sat down and made a list of all of the ones that came to mind when I thought of my favorite TV shows. I'm going to be talking mainly about my top 5 favorite TV shows, but I also have a few honorable mentions that I wanted to throw in there as well because they aren't exactly in my top 5, but they're still some of my favorites. Also, another thing, this video is not going to include any of the old like Nick or Disney Channel shows, because if it did, my entire list would be those shows. Because shows like Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, Big Time Rush, The Amanda Show, all of those sorts of shows, they are some of my favorite shows of all time. I'm just gonna start off and mention my few honorable mentions, and then I will get into my top 5. My top 5 is in no order because it's like putting my children into an order. I love them all with my entire heart. So my honorable mentions in my favorite TV shows of all time are Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Sick Note, Stranger Things, Shameless, Teen Wolf, and the last one on my honorable mention is The End of the Effing World. Okay, and finally going on to my actual top 5. Like I mentioned before, these are in absolutely no particular order. They are just my top 5 favorite TV shows of all time that I love so much. The first one being How I Met Your Mother. I absolutely adore this show. This is a show that I can just go back and watch and watch and watch, and I never ever get sick of it. All of the characters are so incredible. I just love the aspect of them. It's just friends just hanging out, and it's such a fantastic and well-made show. The one thing I don't like about it is the end, but that's okay because the rest of the show is incredible. And leading on from How I Met Your Mother, I actually watched How I Met Your Mother first, but then I ended up watching Friends, which is, oh, it's such a good show. I probably first watched How I Met Your Mother, it was honestly probably like 10 years ago, and then Friends, as soon as I finished How I Met Your Mother, I started watching Friends, and oh, Friends is so good. Like, okay, Chandler and Joey, I'm just like, the best characters ever created on a TV show ever. I love them so much. And once again, I just love how it's a show with just a bunch of friends hanging out, and it's just them going through life and navigating life and figuring out love and their lives and their friendships and how that all intertwines together, and it's just them living their lives, and I just really enjoy that. Like, it's not like a sci-fi show or a fantasy show or a thriller show or a horror show or anything like that. It's just them living their lives, and it's just incredible. I just love it a lot. The next show that I am going to mention is a show called Lost, and this show means a whole lot to me. I actually watched it with my best friend back in America. I started this show so long ago, it's insane. I love this show so much. All of the characters, especially my favorite characters, were always Charlie and Boone, and then Sawyer later on in the series as well. I feel like the first few seasons of the show were definitely my favorite, and as the show went on, things started to get a bit strange, but I still really loved it just because I loved all the characters and I really loved the overall storyline of the show. I actually met Ian Somerhalder, who plays Boone, at Supernova just a couple months ago, and yeah, he's such a sweet guy, and getting to meet him was incredible, especially because he's from one of my favorite TV shows. This show is just so incredible, and it's one that I've actually been rewatching it. I'm nearly done with the first season. I've been rewatching it, and it's just so good. It's so well made. Like, it just keeps you hooked, and it's just, oh, it's so incredible. The next show that I have to mention is 100% one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I love it so much, and that is Supernatural. Now, it is on its 14th season. It's been going for a very long time. I am going to admit the earlier seasons were better, but I still am really enjoying it now. I know a lot of people who kind of gave up on it after like the 6th, 7th, 10th season-ish, but I'm still really enjoying it. I'm still watching it every single week, and I love all of the characters. Sam, I love him so much. Dean, Cass, like, just every single character in that show is, it's just such a well-written show, and they've done it in a way where they can keep going for a bunch of seasons. Like, I feel like it's a show that it doesn't get boring. It's a show that has a lot of character growth, and a show that can have many different storylines with everything that they've introduced. And yeah, it's just such a good TV show. And like I said, I'm caught up. I've been watching it every single week, and I've been watching it for years. I think I started watching it when season 6 was airing, and I've watched it every season since, like week by week. I just love the overall concept of, it's just two brothers, like deep down at its core, Supernatural is just a show about two brothers who go out and fight monsters and bond, and they run into a lot of issues along the way, but yeah, it's just such a good concept. It's such a good show. The characters are all incredible. I love it a lot. And finally, the very last show that I'm going to talk about is, this is my #1 favorite show. I know I said this wasn't in any order, but this show is my #1 show, and that is a show called Firefly. Now, I could go on for hours talking about how much I love this show. It's only 1 season because it did get canceled, but it didn't get canceled because the show was bad or anything. It got canceled because the network that aired it messed up and aired the episodes in the wrong order, so people got confused and stopped watching, and then they had to cancel it. So it's only 1 season, but then there is a movie that ties up a lot of loose ends, and then there's also comics that tie up a lot of the loose ends as well. The show is created by Joss Whedon, who is the guy that did like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and he's also done the Avengers movies, and it's such a well-made show. It is a fairly old show. It was made in 2002/2003, I'm pretty sure. So it is fairly old, but it is my favorite TV show of all time. Every single episode is so well made. I can't get over how much I love this show. Like, I can just go back and watch different episodes of the show, like Janestown, for example, Armis Reynolds, Ariel. Like, so many of these episodes are so incredible and so well, every single one is so well made. The characters are amazing. If you don't know what Firefly is about, basically it follows this guy called Mal who owns this spaceship. The spaceship is called Serenity, and basically in this world there was this big civil war which pretty much split people up, and Mal and his crew were on the losing side of the war against the Alliance. And basically it follows 9 crew members on board this ship called Serenity who basically fly around the universe, and they perform tasks, and they're basically criminals, but every single character has such a unique personality, and they all have been given such good character arcs, and the show is so incredible. If you haven't watched it, you genuinely need to. I got the chance to meet my favorite character in the show, Wash, who's played by Alan Tudyk. I got to meet Alan Tudyk at Supernova at the beginning of the year, and that was genuinely one of the best moments of my life because he plays my favorite character in my favorite TV show. It's such a good show, and it's only 14 episodes long, and although I'm so sad that it got canceled, it's such an amazing TV show, and I honestly could go on and on and on just talking about how much I love this show because it's so good. Like Wash and Kaylee and Jane, it's just, oh, it's such a good show, and everybody needs to see it if you haven't yet. But yeah, I'm gonna stop now before I keep rambling on for forever. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I love talking about the things that I love, like my favorite TV shows. I absolutely adore TV shows. It's one of my favorite ways to pass time, and yeah. If you guys have any suggestions for TV shows that you think I might enjoy, please leave them in the comments down below, and also let me know what your favorite TV shows are. I would absolutely love to know. And you can give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate that. You can hit that subscribe button down below if you would like to be notified when I post new videos. I am posting a new video every single day this month, so you can look forward to a lot of new videos coming from me over the next like 24 days. And yeah, that's gonna be about it for this video today. I'm Tegan, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!